Alrighty, hello people of the internet, it is I, Soul Rack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we finish off Lostbelt 7, Nahui Mictlan, the Golden Sea of Trees, or, as it's currently called, Lostbelt 7, Sea of Tree of Emptiness, ORT, Zibalba, with Section 24, to the Antarctic. For those of you watching on YouTube, please be sure to like to show your support, and subscribe to let me know you want to see more FGO-based content. It's still going to come out anyways, but, you know, by subscribing, you will get to see when future stories come out, because I post these one act at a time for a more palatable viewing experience. Anyway, without further ado, let's move on to Section 24, to the Antarctic. No battles. Begin. And it has been quite the, This has been quite the ride, LB7. Not as emotional story beaty as LB6, but much more intense, I'd say. You could have even brought me back inside when I passed out. You left me on the roof? That's kind of messed up, man. Okay, no, we're in the infirmary now. You did. Thank you for bringing me inside, Mash. Oh, Senpai, you're awake. I just woke up not too long ago myself. Our battle in the 7th Lostbelt is over. After we both collapsed on deck, we were carried to the ICU and slept there while they spent an hour checking our vitals. Okay, Mashton, we both passed out. Gotcha. That's right. Fortunately, you were both in good health, and I didn't see any signs of cellular damage from the cosmic rays. You can head back to your rooms now. Your belongings and Mystic Code are right over there. No, but make sure to stop by the command room first. Commander Goldroff wants to speak with you. Thank you, nurse. Oh, no thank you. The only reason I'm able to practice my medical duties now. Well, the only reason the Stormborder is safe at all is the two of you. You should be proud. Oh, but that's not me giving you permission to be reckless. You may be feeling better, but you're not yet fully recovered. So long as you're done speaking with the commander, bed rest. Understood? Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking care of us. See you later.
So you're finally done with your checkups. It seems you're no worse for the wear. Not that I was especially worried. I can't say the same for the staff, though. So before I get started, I suggest you say something to all of them.
Nice try, Gordy. But who was it that was checking with the ICU every 5 minutes? Gordy, he's a softie. He really has grown into his role as director of Chaldea. Novum Chaldea, to be specific, as David puts it. Man, he was a fuddy-duddy in the beginning, but now he is truly awesome. I mean, he's been truly awesome for a while now, but it's so refreshing to see so much character development. A lot of game stories don't have that nowadays. I'm quite certain it was not us, since we can't listen to the reports from the ICU whenever we like, you know. Kanak, was it you, perhaps? Oh, please. Carlite I could understand, but why would I ever worry about Soul? The sentiment's mutual, Kadak, and don't even think about checking on Mash. You know he's just gonna waltz back here like nothing happened. Be a total waste of my magical circuits worrying about him. And we're in contact with Nurse, so we don't have to open the line all the time. Same goes for Captain, of course. Wasn't me. I don't even know how to use the damn gizmo. Besides, if Mash is okay, Soul's bound to be okay too, right? So I was just waiting for them to show up, like a boss, wasn't I, Foe? Foe! You've returned, Foe! Where the heck were you at all this time? Foe, Foe! Foe, when did you get here? Yikes. Think we've got what they call a preponderance of evidence here. You didn't get so much as a nibble. Guess that means you were the only one getting all impatient, huh, Chubbs?
I can't believe you're all conspiring against me, even now. None of you will look me in the eye. Drat, I guess this means I was the only one who didn't have faith.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I appreciate your consideration.
There's still a matter of you, Olga Marie, who seemingly disappeared when she fired the ray proof and the foreign god's true identity. We were always going to have to face these issues once you woke up, whether you like it or not. I was prepared for the two of you to be so distraught you couldn't even stand. But here you are, looking like you always do. I'm glad to see our master has truly toughened up.
It's not that, Commander Gordolf. The only reason Senpai and I are able to keep our heads held high is because you're all still your usual selves.
I want you to wrap things up like you always do, Gordy. I see. Very well then, let's get down to business. The 7th Lostbelt's trees of emptiness have all been purged, and the subterranean world is now normal ground once again. We've also confirmed the readings for David Semboy, the Cryptor, and his servant Tezcatlipoca have vanished. As such, we have concluded that the 7th Lostbelt is fully excised and our mission is complete. Sincere congratulations on a job well done, everyone. However, even with all the 7 Lostbelts now excised, we may now face a new conundrum. According to David, the planet the foreign god hails from is in fact Chaldeus. So to give us a chance to determine the truth for ourselves, the Stormboarder will be setting course for Chaldea base in Antarctica. I'm sure this will feel like a homecoming for many of you, but I urge you to be cautious nonetheless. I have a hunch it's where we'll find the answers to the questions that still remain. For example, what purpose do the trees of emptiness serve? What is the bleached earth phenomenon meant to achieve? And what were the former Director Marisbury Atmosphere's true intentions when he created Chaldeus? Regardless of what these answers may be, our task remains the same. The future of proper human history still rests on our shoulders. It's up to us, Novum Chaldea, to unravel the secrets of the original Chaldea. Yeah. Everybody but Caddick is smiley. Caddick's a grouch. That's what I like to hear. Seeing all of you so fired up makes me proud to be your commander. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I imagine you're all exhausted beyond belief from your all-out war with ORT. For my part, I'm just about at my limit. I desperately need a good rest, both for my physical and mental health. So what do you say we all enjoy some long overdue R&R together? Health is wealth, you know. What? Gordy, you didn't have to do nearly as much as me. Why are you stressed? Okay, the Marines have all gone back to their rooms. And I've set the Stormboarder to cruise on autopilot for a bit. Think I'll go back to the captain's quarters and... Zol, shouldn't you be in the cafeteria? I thought Mash and the others were already there. I know, but first... I wanted to give this to you, Captain. What are we giving? Oh... What's this ball? You see... We all made Coke de balls, including Marine. I still have some preparations to make, so please go sit back at the border without me. I'll meet you at the castle gate. Even I've never been past the 7th stratum, so I'm looking forward to the adventure that lies ahead. Oh, and one more thing. I have something of a favor to ask of you. I don't think we actually saw this scene. Would you please give this to Captain Nemo? It's the Coke de ball I made for Marine. I was planning to keep it a precious memento of sorts, but there's a very good chance I won't come back here. I know I may have no right after how insensitive I was to him. Even so, I don't ever want to forget how he trusted me to help me. Most of all, I don't want to forget how strong he was to the very end. So for all those reasons, I'd like you to please give this to the captain. I hope it will serve as proof that even though we've come from different worlds and species, we're all still great friends. Aww, to pay you. Captain? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Think I might just look kind of pathetic right now, that's all. Okay, I've calmed down. So that's a gift from Tepeyu, huh? Of course I'll accept it. I don't remember why, but I do know the Marines' love for soccer. Now go on to the cafeteria. I'll join you once I'm done taking care of things here. Alright, see you later then, Nemo. You bet I'll remember. Even if your world, or even if this very gift disappears along with your Lostbelt. I'll never forget your 66 million year subterranean journey, or that wonderfully peaceful paradise teeming with life. Goodbye, Tepeyu, and thank you for being my friend. He does have Marine's memories, that's sweet. So Marine might be gone, but he's not forgotten. Yay. Romani! And Kotamine. This is an interesting duo. Well, here to see them off, Romani Archman. If humankind actually succeeds in excising all 7 Lostbelts, then and only then will I recognize you as enemies. So how are you feeling now that it's actually happened? I assume by enemies you didn't mean your own enemies, but enemies of Chaldeus. That's right, I didn't think it was possible for those claiming to represent Chaldea to see Chaldeus as a threat, even if they learned the truth. Sweeping the darker parts of their organization under the rug is only human nature, I suppose. But it seems Novum Chaldea is not the Chaldea I knew. It is Romani! It would appear they are a wholly new organization dedicated to the preservation of humanity, one that firmly stands against Marisbury's grand order. I see, that is indeed a grave matter. The plan using the foreign planet only accounted for them having to excise all of the Lostbelts. I don't think it was ever expected they would organize to oppose that plan afterward. It seems I'll need to hurry back to receive my next orders. What about the foreign god? Aren't you going to compensate for her loss? As far as I can tell, her spirit origin may have shattered, but some still remains. Oh? It would be a soulless inferior thing, but you could technically restore it if you gathered up its remains. That's not my job. Personally, I believe she's earned a rest. But I also suspect the Count will make cruel use of her, especially since he has nothing better to do. The Count? And I was right. There are 7 foreign disciples. I'm sorry, what? 7 foreign disciples. Rasputin, Muramasa, Doman. 3 to supervise and guide the Cryptors, the Priest, the Atlas Killer, and the Incarnation of Evil. So, Kotamine, Muramasa, Doman. 3 to supervise and lead Chaldea, the Detective, the Professor, and the Count. Supervise Chaldea. So, Holmes, young Moriarty, the Count. No, not Dante's. No! Dante's, no. And finally their leader, the god. So Olga was just a disciple. No, don't tell me Dante's is evil. Though I doubt Olga Marie ever realized that she herself was also a servant. She didn't need to know that. In the end, she was no more than an anomalous god born on a foreign planet. She was better off dying gloriously in battle, never knowing the truth. That's rich coming from you, who arranged the whole thing. Well, no matter. There are only 2 disciples left now, including yourself. Will you be able to stop Chaldea? Of course. Why else would I let this ship go on its merry way? That being said, we won't be the ones to actually stop them. They'll do a fine job of getting in their own way. Unless they find a way to account for their sins, they'll soon find themselves on a trial, with humanity itself sitting in judgment. What do you mean by that? A trial with humanity itself sitting in as judgment. Don't be so, mysterious, Rasputin. Cosmos denial. Oh, it's only bond 9. Why didn't she bond 10 yet? I want bond 10 mouse shoes so I can bond her up to 15. And let me be able to grail her. Speaking of grails, the name and rank of Kukulakin's class skill has been changed to Archetype ORT. The skill effects have not changed. I didn't even realize she had a question mark. The craft essence, the Faraway Night, has been sent to your present box. Ordeal Call Prologue. People were saying something about Ordeal Call. Ordeal Call Prologue will be implemented in a future update. You'll be notified of changes in the in-game news section. Thank you for your patience. So Ordeal Call is the next segment of the Fate Grand Order journey. Before we fully finish this episode and the Lost Belt number 7, we will check out the craft essence we received for completing Lost Belt 7. That's Faraway Night. Featuring Shkish and Tepeu. Quick by 8, Arts by 8, starting 10% charge. My only friends were Tepeu and you, the sun who always watched over me. But our lives were more filled with twists and turns and love than any other form of humanity. After 66 million years, we finally became humankind. Just like you, aiming for the same sky, to the beyond. This is a painting of bygone days, a tiny special something that came into being in that tree of trees where everyone was treated with equal respect and value. 2 people watching the ancient stars fall, and you are the painter drawing our adventure in which we traveled wherever we pleased while repeating our mistakes, forgetting that everyone is the same and is treated the same. So Tepeu and Shkish. A very sweet thing. And then obviously we've unlocked all the free quests in Nahui Mictlan, the Golden Sea of Trees, which has returned to normal. However, I'm not going to be doing these on stream for the simple fact that, well, it's kind of evident that there is something going on with starting any quests from this
And as much as I would love to get the Ereshkigal Spiriton dress on stream, I don't want to have to keep resetting the dang thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, there's even one for Tezcat. So I'm probably going to do these off stream. We will officially unlock the Ereshkigal Spiriton dress on stream, however. But again, that is future me concerns. Oh, and the Protea one. Can't forget Protea. But yeah, so that is the conclusion of Lostbelt number 7. So I think here is where I'm going to call today's stream. I have been Soulrack Dragon. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Lostbelt 7. Ordeal Call is the next chapter in Fate Grand Order's story. We will see exactly what to expect with that when the time comes. For now, I'm going to sign off here. I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to drop a like if you're watching this on YouTube to show your support, a follow if you're watching this on Twitch so you know when I go live, or a subscription if you're watching this on YouTube to make sure you see when future videos come out. For those watching this on Twitch, I will say I am probably going to start streaming more often, more than just 3 days a week, and I will be getting a more consistent stream schedule out here soon. I do have the class schedule I have for this upcoming semester. I know roughly what I need to do, so I will be scheduling things around that. But I do believe I will be streaming more often. Fridays will be back to being the visual novel Fridays, where we're going to finish off the Fate route by seeing what all the possible choices are. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for me here. I'll do more announcements later on. But once again, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And remember, time is precious, as evidenced in this Lostbelt.